Hello. So today is Monday and it is my last week of appointments. I thought I'd bring you guys along because for one, it's my last week of appointments, and second of all, it's a lot. This is probably the most appointments I've ever had in 1 week. Granted, I've been having a lot more appointments than a normal pregnancy because I'm high risk. So I've had to see or talk to a healthcare provider at least every other week throughout the pregnancy, but most recently I've actually had to come in every week. But today is Monday and it is the last week of appointments and I am fully booked till Thursday. So I think it's like 7 appointments that I have to go to this week. I want to say 4 out of 7 are in person, and then the rest are either video or on the phone. So I have my first appointment. It's actually the earliest appointment I've ever made, which is the NST non-stress test. So that's at 8 a.m. and I couldn't get a later appointment because the antepartum place that I go to actually closes early on Mondays and Wednesdays. I think they close at like 11:30 or something like that. They did have an 11 o'clock available, but I actually have a phone call appointment at 11:30 or something like that. So I was like, there's no way I can make that. So they're like, it's either that or 8 o'clock. So I was like, I'll suck it up. I'll take the 8 o'clock. So that is the earliest appointment this week. So that's that. Well, I'm gonna get ready. My mom has been taking me to appointments for the past week, which is so sweet of her. I'm like, you don't have to. I can go myself. It's not a bad drive, but she just really doesn't want me to stress out. And she wants me to be calm and stuff and not have to think about anything before the appointment. So that's so sweet of her. But yeah, she offered to even take me today and tomorrow. And I'm like, you don't have to, but she insists. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready for my appointment and then head over. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And still overall, I mean, aside from some little jumps that we're seeing, just little blips on the radar here, your overall picture is really good. You know, I'm not like terribly alarmed as thinking that we need more insulin for those. I mean, they're not consistent enough either. There's only 2 out of 7.
Yeah.
So I kind of toyed with like, maybe you need a little more support in the afternoon, but I would almost rather just kind of still keep going and see what happens. You're free to go.
Oh, thank you for all your help. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. It was so fun to work with you because you were so inspiring and hardworking.
Oh,
really
thanks. Okay, well, I'll be in touch if I need anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good. All right, I can't wait till you meet baby. I'm so excited.
Me too.
All right.
Okay, thanks. Take care. Take care. Bye-bye. That was our last appointment with the dietitian. So sad. She was so sweet. So tomorrow tomorrow's my busiest day basically. So I have my ultrasound in the morning and then I have my perinatologist appointment video call in the late afternoon, and then right after that appointment is going to be my pulmonary consult, which is in person. So oh my god, I just can't wait to see baby tomorrow because I haven't seen him in like a month and I'm really curious to see how big he is, or approximately. This last time I went to an ultrasound, he was measuring or weighing 4 4 pounds 13 ounces, so almost 5 pounds, and that was a month ago. So we'll see where he's at tomorrow. That pretty much ends my Monday appointments, so I'm free for the rest of the day. I'm about to eat some lunch because I'm hungry, and then I'm gonna get moving because that's what my dietitian ordered for me to do this week to help with induction anyway. But I'm pretty much clear from those appointments. Those were really helpful. I'm really glad I had a dietitian and a nutritionist to kind of keep me accountable, and it's helped so much because I literally had to log everything every single day, and then every time we had an appointment I had to turn it in, and they had to see all my numbers. You know, I'm not gonna lie because that's dangerous for me and the baby, so everyone was always watching me. And I just learned so much during this pregnancy, especially around like how to deal with your diet and your numbers, your glucose numbers and sugars. It was a lot of information, but it's definitely useful information that I can take with me even postpartum. So really grateful for that I had them. Basically I think I was seeing them for maybe 7 months, like 6 to 7 months. So that was really helpful. I mean, that did add on to more appointments, but so worth it, so worth it. But yes, I'm gonna go about my day and just chill for the rest of the day. Hey guys, so today is Tuesday. It is another full day of appointments. I actually went to my first one already this morning. It is already 12 in the afternoon, but my first one was an ultrasound, and I didn't really vlog much there because they're very strict there. They don't allow cameras and phones, I think. No, I think they just don't allow video recording and cameras. But they did allow FaceTime, but my mom was with me. That's actually the only place that I've gone to for appointments that allow one support person. And since Raf's at work, I brought my mom because she's been going with me to all my appointments that she can go to, and this is probably the last appointment she can go with me to, because the in-office OB appointments she's not allowed to come in, or nobody's allowed to come in. So the ultrasound one, they actually just started letting patients have one guest since maybe, I want to say sometime in February or March of this year, because my first few ultrasounds in the beginning of my pregnancy, they were not allowing anybody. So yeah, my mom has been to 2, so this is her second one. So it's also her last appointment that she's gonna go with me, because the rest of my appointments this week are either late or on video. So that appointment's done. I didn't get much footage because they're very strict there. But yeah, as far as the ultrasound goes, the baby's looking great. We didn't get any cute pictures today, and I haven't seen the baby's face for a really long time, because since my last appointment he was head down, and also his hands were like this on his face, so couldn't see it. And then today his head was just really low, she said. The sonographer that was helping me out, so she's like, yeah, sorry, I couldn't get anything today, he's just very low right now. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, I'm just glad we're gonna see him really soon. The only picture I did get is his heart rate, or heartbeats, which is, it was 156 beats per minute. Okay, so I have the results here. Let's see. So they have a gestational age that they calculate at the ultrasound place, and then they have one that's assigned, which is what they assigned to me at my first prenatal appointment. So the ultrasound gestational age was estimating 36 weeks and 4 days, and then my assigned one is 36 weeks and 2 days. The ultrasound one was always ahead by like a week, but now it's like really close together, so it's crazy how pretty accurate it is. So that's that. So I'm pretty much on track. And then my amniotic fluid was normal amount. So she was saying that, I don't have the exact numbers, but she was telling me the results. So baby's belly was measuring big the last 2 appointments ago. It was actually 96th percentile, which is common in pregnancies, like high-risk pregnancies, especially with moms with diabetes and stuff like that. So the main concern was sugar, elevated sugar. So that's when they dropped like my sugar requirements, my blood glucose requirements. And then since then he's been really good. Today he was measuring at 82%, or his stomach was measuring at 82 percentile, which they said is still in the normal range. And is completely fine, because considering it was 96 before. And then his head circumference was measuring in the 57th percentile. So she's like, it's right there in the middle, almost, pretty much almost in the middle. So she's like, yeah, if you're having vaginal delivery, that's actually a good head size. So I'm really happy about that. And then his fetal weight calculation, the last appointment 4 weeks ago, he was measuring 4 pounds 13 ounces, and that was at 32 weeks. So today at 36 weeks and 2 days, he is measuring 6 pounds and 9 ounces. So we have about 5 days left to go, and we will see if he gains any more weight, or we'll see how accurate this is, because some people say that the ultrasound is not, it could be off, which is understandable. I mean, there's a bunch of factors that go into this, and he might even be less when he comes out. So as far as like gaining any more weight, I don't know if he will, because it's only a few days left, but as of now he is 6 pounds 9 ounces. So exciting. I was just so excited to see him again, because it's been so long since I saw him. But yeah, I haven't seen his face in so long. I just can't wait to see him. Less than a week. I can't believe it. Oh my god. Last night, Raph and I, we were talking like a lot about like, oh my gosh, in just not even a week, just a few days left, we're gonna be parents, and you know, just talking about how our lives are gonna change. And it's so surreal. And I was just saying, like, isn't it crazy that what we've been praying for so many years is actually happening in like a few days. I'm getting emotional. Oh my god. Yeah, it hasn't hit me yet. I am getting emotional just thinking about it, but God is good, man. He really is. And after that nice little talk, Raph led us into prayer, and I slept so good last night. I woke up like once or twice, and I slept really well. I really had that sense of peace. So it was nice that we prayed together before we slept. Yeah, so now it's lunchtime. I'm gonna have some lunch and then just chill until my next appointment.
Okay, holy smokes, you've been busy since the last time I saw you.
Yeah, pretty busy.
I didn't even realize you'd been in the hospital. Tell me the story. You had an ultrasound today?
I did.
Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
How have your non-stress tests been since getting out of the hospital? When did all this happen? You were discharged
I was discharged on Monday, I think. Monday afternoon.
Really, at this point, with hypertension, with technically you have superimposed preeclampsia because of the increase in the amount of protein, we would have a relatively low threshold to just go ahead and deliver the baby, because we don't want to risk you getting sicker from preeclampsia. You know, because obviously that's not good for the baby either.
So it is now the end of the day. It's about 10:30 p.m. So my last appointment was finished obviously a long time ago, but today, Tuesday, was the most appointments. I had 3 appointments today. So this morning I did the ultrasound. Late afternoon I did a video call with my high-risk OB, aka perinatologist, and then right after that I drove down and met up with a pulmonary doctor for a consult. So I don't know if I mentioned why I went to see a pulmonary consult, but just a quick backstory. When I was admitted, one of the nurses that was taking care of me noticed that my oxygen saturation was kind of low one day, and it lasted like most of her shift. Like every time she went to check my finger, where they put the little clip thingy on and then to check your oxygen levels, it was low 90s. It was like, I want to say 92, 93, and that's considered normal. So anything above 90 is considered normal, but like the normal is like 95 and up. 95 to 100 is like normal, but 95 and below is kind of like the lower end of normal. So they're kind of concerned. So that's why they sent me up with a pulmonary consult, and they wanted me to see one before I gave birth. And since they were really booked, I had an appointment originally scheduled for June 18, but the doctors were like, no, that's really far out, and we really want, you know, to make sure that it's nothing more. So they, I guess, I don't know if they pulled some strings, but the office called me, the pulmonary office called me, and they got me a date today, which is about a month before my original appointment. So I went to see the pulmonologist, and everything looked good. He just pretty much interviewed me the whole appointment. Like, he got my history, he looked at all my past labs and all that stuff, and asked a bunch of questions about like my breathing and, you know, the onset of this current I guess, or like my most recent like episodes of, you know, having to use albuterol, because my inhaler is as needed. And they recently, I think 2 months ago, it's been, yeah, at least 2 months now, they prescribed me, my PCP prescribed me a long-acting inhaler. So you wanted to know about that, and like how often these onsets happen. And they think the most recent one was just, you know, just maybe last trimester. And before I was even pregnant, I was barely using the albuterol, even as needed. So we just wanted to check in and, you know, see, you know, because I'm giving birth in a few days, so they just wanted to make sure that everything was, you know, covered as far as like the breathing aspect. And then even before I left the hospital to get discharged, they had an echo done on me. So it was just a lot. They wanted to just cover all the bases, which I appreciate, but it was definitely a lot of appointments. So yeah, so today was like the busiest day for me as far as appointments. I'm down 4 appointments with 2 more to go. Wait, 2. I'm down 5 appointments with 2 more to go. So tomorrow I have only 1 appointment. It's my last OB appointment in the office. And then Thursday I have my last NST and also my last appointment. So tomorrow's appointment's not gonna be the morning. It's gonna be actually probably my latest appointment, which is 4:30, I think, p.m. So yeah, so tomorrow is just gonna be a chill day. I'm gonna see my doctor one last time, and yeah, we're on our way. Good morning. So it is almost 10 in the morning, and it is Wednesday, and it's just another day, another breakfast. This is the same breakfast that I've been eating for the past, like, I want to say 6-7 months now. Basically, it's a hash brown, 2 scrambled eggs, or however I feel like making it that day, and then I have a side of sausages. For here, I added an extra one today. I usually just have 2, but I was really hungry this morning, so I added an extra one, more protein. And then this one has been a recent addition. It's a piece of toast with cream cheese on it. And the reason is because my sugars have actually been pretty low, not pretty low, but like lower than usual after meals. So I wanted to see if adding a piece of toast would kind of, you know, bring it up a little, because then I would get really hungry like right after, or like not even long after I eat. So yeah, I think it's working, and my numbers are below like the range that it's supposed to be. So yeah, I add cream cheese because I've been craving a bagel so bad. I want like a bagel, but do you know how many carbs is in one bagel? It's like 60 or 70 carbs. Like I was like, man, I can't wait to have like a whole bagel to myself. So right now, a whole wheat piece of toast will do. One piece of toast like this is, well, the one I get is the Nature's Own one, and it's 11 grams of carbs. So my total carbs on this plate is basically just the hash brown and the toast. The hash brown is 15 grams and the toast is 11, so that's 26 grams. Yeah, for breakfast I'm supposed to only have like 15 to 30 grams of carbs, but so far I've been eating the same breakfast with the added toast for like the past maybe week now, and it's been fine. Everything's been good. So yeah, I'm gonna have breakfast and then go about my day. So I'm here at Target just grabbing a few things for the baby. I got stuck at the dollar spot for a bit, but I'm now looking for a laundry basket for him. I want something like space saving but functional as well, but I don't want something too big because his clothes are really small right now. But then again, I don't know how much he's going to be using, especially in the first month. So I'm just gonna browse here looking at the storage bins, and they're really cute. So I'm sure you can use them as laundry baskets as well. But I don't want a big old basket for him, so just trying to find like the perfect size. Guys, remember when this was hard to find in the beginning of the pandemic? So my Target list literally had 4 things in it, and I'm leaving with way more than 4 things. There's a few things back there too. I'm gonna check out before I do more damage.
Fourth floor.
Blood pressure was good today, 123/82. So that's a good sign. Just a few more days. My last OB appointment. Say hi. Hi. My last appointment.
Second floor.
So I just graduated. No, I'm just kidding. I finished my all my OB appointments. Actually, all my prenatal appointments, I should say, because this morning was not an OB appointment. It was my last NST and last official prenatal appointment. So it was at 11 in the morning. My mom dropped me off, and it was like it was perfect because the minimum time you're supposed to be on the NST is 20 minutes, I think, 20 to 30. But yeah, we were on for that amount of time, and the baby's supposed to have 2 accelerations, and an acceleration is when their heart rate is at least 15 beats above their average for at least 15 seconds. And he didn't just have 2 accelerations, he had 9, or I think she was even saying like 10, but he did really well today. He was very active this morning, so good news. Now Ralph is home from work and we're gonna head over to grab some dinner, celebration dinner, I guess you could say, for finishing all my appointments, because that was not easy, you guys. I had like probably double the appointments than like an average, like normal pregnancy, because I'm considered high risk, so I definitely had a lot more appointments. But we are gonna have dinner now. We were craving bentos. Well, I wanted bentos. I'm really craving sushi, like raw sushi. I miss sushi. I can't wait to have it, but bentos will do for now. Are you hungry, sir?
Yes.
So we just finished dinner. We are now at the gas station and ATM to deposit some cash and get some gas. We wanted to fill up our tank before Sunday so that we don't have to worry about gas when we're in the hospital and stuff. But yeah, so that was our dinner. Now I'm gonna go home and clean a little bit, do a little more laundry, because now that I have no more appointments, I just gotta tidy up our space before the baby comes, or before we get admitted on Sunday, because we don't know how long we'll be in the hospital. So yeah, it's just gonna be full-on nesting from here on out.